It is that time again for another NFL mock draft by who is Mel Kiper anyway. In today's video, we are going to take a look at Mel Kiper's mock draft 2.0. But before we get this video started, Daron Payne has been franchise tagged by the Washington Commanders. We kind of knew that that probability was pretty high, and he is going to be tagged for upwards of $18 million. Spotrac had his projected salary at about 19 for a $4 to $5 million deal. So anybody worried about Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell throwing the bag at Daron Payne, you don't have to worry anymore because Daron Payne will be a Washington Commander for at least another year. However, the Detroit Lions will have more money next year than this year, and maybe if his play continues, he might be somebody that we look to get next offseason. Without further ado, let's get into Mel Kiper's mock draft 2.0. About a month ago, we did Mel Kiper's mock draft 1.0. And I forgot exactly who he had us taking, but I know it was defense with picks 6 and 18. So without further ado, let's see who Mel Kiper has us taking this time in the first round in the 2023 NFL Draft. With the 6th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Christian Gonzalez, cornerback, Oregon. I wrote in January this was a little high for the Lions to take a cornerback, but I've come around to the ceiling of this corner class. We could see 2 in the top 10. People I talked to in the NFL believe Gonzalez is going to test off the charts at the Combine, and Devin Witherspoon, Illinois, and Joey Porter Jr., Penn State, have a chance to be the number 1 corner as well. The 6'2 Gonzalez had a stellar 2022 season in Oregon, picking off 4 passes. The Lions, who also own the number 18 overall pick, have to come out of this draft with plug-and-play starters on defense. They finished 2022 last in QBR allowed, 55.9, and pass yards per play allowed, 6.2. Whether it's a pass rusher or corner here, that's the direction they should go. And remember, they have an extra second-round pick from the TJ Hockenson trade too. The Lions are in desperate need of a cornerback. I mean, our top cornerback was Jeff Okudah, and he wound up getting benched later in the season. Who knows what he's gonna do coming up this season? I'm sure he'll be on the team, but will he even start? If we get Jalen Ramsey via trade and we draft a cornerback, Jeff Okudah could go from number 1 to number 3 on the depth chart. So I like this pick. I think it will be a cornerback somewhere in the first round. I'm not sure if it'll be 6 or 18, but I do think we walk away with the cornerback with one of our 2 first-round picks. And in case you were wondering, Mel Kiper has Devin Witherspoon going right after us at pick 7 to the Las Vegas Raiders. Ironically, one of the teams also looking to get Jalen Ramsey. And with the 18th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Drew Sanders, linebacker, Arkansas. Back to the Lions, to whom I projected a cornerback with the number 6 pick. They should double dip on defense in round 1, and Sanders, my top-ranked inside linebacker, would really help them. Again, this defense ranked near the bottom of the league in most statistical categories, so the Lions could go with the best defender left on their board. Sanders, a transfer from Alabama, stuffed the stat sheet in his lone season in Arkansas. 111 tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 9.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and an interception. His pass rush upside means he can move around the defense and make plays, and he should be a 3-down defender. I thought about tight end for Detroit because it's a talented class at the top, and there's a hole after the TJ Hockenson trade. But the team likely could address the position on day 2. It should use day 1 to focus on defense. I like Mel Kiper. I really do. His mock drafts are entertaining, and you have the infamy of the 1994 NFL Draft. But a tight end, you can tell when a person does not watch Detroit Lions games. He has no idea. Everybody knows that we need defense. Everybody knows where our defense ranked to end the season. It's not that hard. But when you talk about team needs and you're looking at a tight end, to me, you can tell that Mel Kiper has no idea when it comes to the Lions what they really need when it comes to their offense. Here it is that we're talking about a tight end. We traded away TJ Hockenson and didn't even miss him. The first couple of games, it was a little kind of getting used to the new personnel. But Brock Wright, James Mitchell, who we just took in the 5th round last year, and Zane Zylstra were just good enough. We don't need a tight end in the NFL Draft. If we're going to get a tight end, I think we get one in free agency. It's going to be Dallas Goedert. I believe he's a free agent. Hayden Hurst. There's a lot of quality tight ends that we could bank TJ Hawkinson, we traded him away because having him was not a big deal. So Mel Kiper, who is Mel Kiper anyway? Well, when it comes to Drew Sanders, I like this pick. Drew Sanders is a linebacker that caught my eye about a month ago, and I'm like, you know what? This kid, his eyes are always where they need to be. He's always on the ball. I like Drew Sanders. Will we take a linebacker that high? Brad Holmes' track record says no. He took Malcolm Rodriguez in the 6th round. So I don't know if we'll do that. If he does do that, that'll be something that will be unexpected, which we also know Brad Holmes is capable of doing. So let me know how you feel about Mel Kiper's mock draft 2.0. He usually does about 4, so there'll be probably one in about a month from now, and then one right before the draft, and we'll be covering those 2 as well. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. We're on the cusp of 8,300. I would love to get to 10K by the NFL draft. We have exactly 2 months to do that, so let's get that rolling. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself, and as always, go Lions.